8, read. Watch the curl, watch the hey, lock it. Watch twist.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 13-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Hey, echo.
Second and 11. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Let's go, D. Hey, it's great. It's him. Go. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go. 56.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to John Ross.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit. But even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Come on. Go.
On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
You ain't going nowhere. Show it up. Check nickel.
Now Gordon on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
Ready. 18 Gator. Hey, C6. Mark 56. Here we go. 56 to Mike.
He'll look snap to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ready? 50, plant. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 24, check 24. Ready?
Johnson's got it complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The 27-yard line. Check right. Watch it, that's what I do.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
60 Pittsburgh. We take a win. Hey, Haywood. 6, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Right? 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. Mike.
Out of the gun now on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Down. 30 base. Push him back. Push him back. 49. Check 49. Check 49. You draw Porter. Hey, exit. 55 Mike.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
10 logo. Hey, check. Shift.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ryan Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Zoo. 56.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he coughed it up. And the Redskins scoop it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They start on the ground with Geis. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mike 56. Watch twist. 56. Mike 56. Right there. 56.
To throw on third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go. 56 to Mike. Go. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Smooth. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Rip left. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 14-0.
14, Chargers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Jackson able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Check three. Big dash. Go. Check three.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
6 man. Check cross. Check. Henry. Mike 56. Hey, here we go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw again is Jackson. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, here's Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
15 line. 15 line.
They toss to Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you, Total.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Right there, 56.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Watch out for 86. Single, hey!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ready. 56. Go. Come on, D. Switch. Switch.
56. Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going for it all. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike 56. Hey, that QB's trash.
Here's Jackson to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Crunch. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Why? Get wide.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, as time expires in the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin 76 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to throw here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Right there in the middle, 55. Army. Watch the
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Check. Fresno.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twist.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes the score Redskins 35, Chargers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
56 is the mic. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Play action. Now Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. Johnson, the intended target. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast. But
rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Sack, baby.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Crash, crash. Banjo, 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 banjo.
Jackson from the shotgun. That one going to be complete to David Moore. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him to Jackson. Going deep down. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Point after try forthcoming. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Jackson. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Target. Hey, check, Mike 21.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. John Ross, 47 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by one more.
Makes the score Redskins 49, Chargers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And now here is another interception. Monte Nichols.
Jackson.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Back now at FedEx Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Escaping the pressure right, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there, coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Hey, we got four.
And some room to run now. It's a foot race. The 30. 10, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Redskins 56, Chargers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Watch a slant.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Watch the safety creep.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ioannidis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Looking to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
The Chargers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know. Yeah,
in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to go down again. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Geis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad one.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Check 50. Let's go. Travel. 36. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.